Here we go. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Sorry, this is my first live stream. Just trying to edit out all the kinks here. But I just want to say welcome, everybody. Hi, Eric. Hi, Chernok. Hey, Kat. Nana. Let's see. Who else we got here? Appreciate all you guys coming out. I saw Jonathan's out here. What's up, Calvin? Nikki T. Joe's Deals. Tim. What's going on, guys? Lauren. All right. So I just want to get into this real quick. So this morning, like Christine and I woke up and we just saw a couple of videos on like these bots, right? The Tims, the Toms, the Musics, the Logans, and like I don't know. So basically we found these YouTubers and they had been doing some research on these guys. And like what was happening is if you subscribe to these accounts, what they would do is they would hack you. They would steal your accounts, convert them into bots to boost them, like to boost their own account. So you have this one guy, his name is Tribe, basically the source of all these like bots, the Toms, the Tims, the Musics. And he has like basically hijacked these people's YouTube channels. And then like you would see his first video, which was like one thumbnail and it says, please subscribe. And it somehow overnight got 100,000 views. Oh, Logan too. So like I'm saying this because like the last couple of days, like I've been like hee hee ha ha, like I've been going to other people's YouTube channels and like searching out this guy and just trolling him, you know, like on Cats. I think the other day I was like, is hot dog a sandwich? Is cereal a soup? Hey Mary, hey Jennifer, hey John, Steve-O, what's going on? Hey Brittany. So like the guy, so there's two guys. Let me see if I can share this screen real quick. I don't know if you can see that. But this guy, Evans, so he dropped this video like the other day, where he basically talks about he talks about this guy and he does all this like deep research, right? So within dropping this, he dropped this on May 13th. His account got hacked by this dude. So like I'm kind of scared a little bit about like me dropping this and like getting hacked. So just like anybody who's like seeing this like on their account, like if you're seeing the Logans, like don't mess with them because like apparently even replying back to the comments, like you can get hacked and like basically you lose your account. Like the dude went looking in, and if you look into the comments of like Logans and all that stuff, like people are begging for their accounts back. So this is like a humongous data breach that YouTube has not like been able to like get on top of. So like all these other YouTubers are trying to get the word out, and I'm just thinking of how many like reseller friends that I know. So yeah, same Calvin. So and basically what John said, I think what happened the other day too is YouTube started rolling out updates, and I saw like either in my YouTube studio, it wouldn't let me access it from the phone. It forced me to go into the YouTube studio. So if you haven't done it already, I think the update is forcing you to do a two-step authentication through Google accounts. So if you haven't done that yet, do it. If you've messed with them, I'd probably most likely just change your password to something random, something alphanumeric with like symbols and stuff. Just hard, okay? Hard to guess, hard for them to predict. You know, don't go space balls and do, you know, password 1234. But yeah, like I care about you guys and I just didn't know how to get the information out, and just doing a quick live stream seemed to be the soundest way. Like I know like we've been clowning around, like, you know, Nurse Flipper, OBX and I, like we talk about it all the time. And I don't know, I hate for us to be caught up in something that like we didn't mean to, and just, you know, and in turn we're thinking like we're giving this dude a taste of their own medicine, and like he's actually like plotting, he or she is plotting to take our account, you know. So Sorry, John. Hey, Candace. Yeah, so spread the word. There's another account also. Let me see if I can screen share this guy. Let's see. Nope, that's me. This Ans Chan. Um, he also talked about it. He dropped a video. I think his account is okay. So I'm gonna put, like, when this comes back out again, when I can repost this live, I'll put the links for both videos in there. You can engage with the videos, but I'm also like cautious with what was it, Evans 111, because he got hacked already. I'm just cautious just to drop a comment in his thing, leaving myself open. Definitely do not go to these accounts and subscribe. I'm sure you can help get the word out by sharing the videos, just telling other people, because I know, like, a lot of us who are YouTube content creators, we're always kind of like, if you're serious about it and you're trying to monetize, what are we doing? We're looking up ways to eke an extra viewer, an extra subscriber out of each video, and not losing, like, our base, and trying to pick up more along the way. Well, I think protecting your account, making sure that you safeguard that and you don't leave yourself open for attacks like that will be good. So until YouTube can get on top of it and basically ban this guy and restore some of these accounts, if it can even happen, we're gonna have to do things on our end, like two-step authentication through your YouTube studio. And then basically, if you don't know what that means, anytime somebody signs up, you like signs into your account, grants access to your account, your phone will let you know, and you have to grant access to your phone, and you'll review the security. So far, it does not look like this hacker has been able to bypass Google's authentication system. So just so you guys have like 2 layers of protection, with changing your password, changing your or adding the 2-step authentication to it, and just like not messing with this guy at all. I recommend, as soon as you see it, report it. You just don't know. So let's see. Yeah, that's right, man. So basically, Alex, dude, like, these guys, these bots, or this person will message you, comment, everybody's saying, hey, want to be friends, or you deserve more views. And if you're a new YouTube creator and you think, oh, like, I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, sweet. And after the second time, I was like, oh, it's a bot. What a bummer. But just interacting, subscribing, leaves yourself open. They will take your account, lock you out, convert your account into one of their bots to promote their channel. So, and that's like the primary channel has been how to grow your accounts. So instead of organically growing it like most of us are, and even like, and I think this is even scummier than trying to buy your subs and buy your views. You're going and stealing people's accounts and using it to boost up your own. So it's nuts, man. I was telling folks earlier, if you go to the primary account, which, just take my word for it, you have comments in there where people are begging for their accounts back from this dude. So it's like, holy smokes, man. I've only been doing this for like 2 months, and like, I don't have that many videos, but I will cry if I lost all 11 videos. Forget about you guys with hundreds of videos out there. But definitely report this guy, like, put him on notice. If you have social media, like, try and tag YouTube to it. I think the more noise that we make as a community to like protect each other, like, we're all like, I see you guys as all my coworkers. I don't see you guys as competition. Like, I see you guys as peers. Some of you guys are my mentors as far as what I'm learning, and like, I want to protect you guys. Like, you guys are like my family. So I think it'll be important for us to like look out for each other, despite, any differences that we may have with each other. Like, let's all agree that losing a YouTube channel blows. Here, John. Let's see. Another tip I've read is not using your main email on your YouTube account. It's suspected that they can get your sub list if public and spam your email list. Yeah, I basically, when I started this YouTube account, I had started a completely separate email from my primary one, and I linked all my stuff to that. So let's see. All right, definitely. That's my wife. If anybody knows or didn't know. Yes, exactly. So Candace says you can go into the security settings in your computer and basically see which devices are connected into your account. I think Google is also very good about telling you whenever someone's hacked into your account. Like I've had it happen before to me on a primary account. Before I got into reselling, somebody hacked into my email, got into my PayPal, and then purchased $3,000 clubs through eBay. And fortunately, like I caught it like within 30 seconds of it happening because I was in the middle of buying stuff on eBay. And Google took care of it. PayPal took care of it and eBay took care of it. Like I was fine. But it was scary for a little bit there. And I had to go and change my passwords and all that stuff. Yeah, Nikki. So Nikki says that Logan was removed from the comment. So like that's the other thing now that they're seeing is that now you have the names and they're just like nameless. So if you guys are looking out for this stuff, like just be mindful, and I don't want to like create fear mongering. It's just more of just be on the lookout. If it seems sketchy, it probably is. I know, like when I first, just getting started with all the comments and stuff, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna reply to everybody, so that way, I'm padding my stats. So those are comments that are definitely not worth it. Not even pinning up there for other people to see. I wouldn't even like expose my YouTube family to that stuff. And I totally apologize for dragging anybody into, trolling these guys. That was totally my bad. But moving forward, I definitely say like report them, protect yourself. So that you're not at risk, so. This is true. I only troll cats videos, so hashtag troll the nurse flipper. Is that a thing? Can that be a thing? Let's see. I don't know if you guys have any other questions. If you guys have anything else to add, share it to the conversation. So yeah, Logan was the first account hacked. It stinks, man. Like, especially because you have all these folks who are working hard on their channels and they just get straight robbed. So what's up, Andy? Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out, so Tom was one of the first people I saw. I was like, is this Tom from MySpace? He's gone from MySpace to greeting me on YouTube now. This is fantastic. Little did I know. Andy, how are you protecting yourself on YouTube today? Jennifer Hayes talking about Trap Town and Bass Town. Those are music channels, right? Like, yeah, of course. Definitely like share it out, like, and I'll include, like I said, when I repost this, I'll include the links to the descriptions of the other two channels that I saw. We're just fortunate enough that like we were able to find it. So I'm glad that hopefully, it will help other people from losing their account and protect that, protect all that stuff. So yeah, and it's getting around, like the one video that I showed already had like 100-something thousand views. So yeah, poor Logan, whoever Logan is, or Tom, or Tim, or music. So what I'm sorry, Nana. Let me see. Where's your question about? Okay. You can, especially if you like to. So Nana's asking if she should go back to all of her videos and delete all of the. I wouldn't delete the videos, but I would certainly go back and see if you had any and report the comments left by the bots. Any single name accounts. So what's going on, Colton? So anybody who's arriving a little late to the live stream, basically, you have the accounts that you see, the Toms, the Tims, the Musics, who are leaving the bot like comments on your account are basically hackers. It belongs to one primary account, and they, through subscribing and interacting with them, they can actually hack into your YouTube channel, steal it, and then convert it into one of their bots to boost their channels. So, so the way to safeguard it is basically report them, change your password, and then add a two-step authentication to your Google Studio or in your YouTube Studio. So it's a Google two-step authentication. So Andy's so meta, so lucky to sleep in. I was like, when am I going to get the Cali guys? I think I should do this at 10. It's 10 here. It's like 11 on the East Coast. I don't know if flattery is what you're going to be feeling if you got your account stolen, though. Joe's deals. So I actually do this automatically. If you create content, you can actually go into your YouTube studios and you can download all of your videos that you have currently posted. I mean, just in case, I only have 11 videos, so that's only about like 15 gigs just at the level that I am editing, like probably 15 gigs worth of data there. But I have like a 4 terabyte like hard drive. So not everybody has that kind of storage. Even if you're using Google Drive to back it up for free, it's like you only get like 15 gigs. So you can, I don't know if you have the space, go ahead and do it. If that's like really what you're worried about. Honestly, like you probably could only save the ones that are gems that you know metrically tested well, and then you don't have to like spam and like keep some of the stuff that you really didn't care about. You can actually curate your channel a little bit better if it gets that far. But otherwise, like I think reporting them, changing your email, adding the 2 steps should be enough to safeguard it, and then as well as just letting YouTube know, like, hey, there are bots out here trolling my channel, and like that's not cool. So what's up, Chris Cajun? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so I did this too. So basically it seems like once you report them, they don't go back even if they come back. So this happened to me. I reported them like probably 3 weeks ago. I reported a Logan account, and he had left me alone, and maybe because I had been messing with him on other people's channels like OBX and and Cat's channel, he came back and on my last video dropped 3 comments, wanted to be friends 3 times. I'm like, okay. And so I definitely just engaging in other people's comments will get you, on their notice. But once you report it, seems like they remove their comment from all of the videos after that. So I mean, so far the list, I mean, it's like trying to beat like a drug test is the best way I can put it, like because they're gonna get more sophisticated, so it's gonna be a rolling list. The names that we know right now that from what I've seen is like Cali, Music, um, what else? Tom, Tim. There have been a bunch. So it just if it looks funny, and it smells funny, I probably would avoid it and report it. So it's going to be one of those times where we really need to rely on our gut, our intuition. Um, at best, if you're not sure and you're curious if it is a new subscriber and you don't want to like that, because that's important too. You don't want to like accidentally like ban and report somebody that you're not sure of. Like I saw Andy Zometa get banned the other day in a live chat because he got caught up in somebody getting trolled. So, and it was a total accident. So, when in doubt, just kind of ignore it. I wouldn't engage one way or the other. So, yeah. Let's see. Nana brings up a good point. And that's kind of like their generic can stuff where it's like, want to be friends. I think you deserve more views. I got here before 600 subscribers. Like, basically, without saying let's sub for sub. Even if like this was a legit account, practicing that kind of stuff is just no bueno. I don't know. I rather grow my account slowly, my channel slowly, than like roll the dice and like hope that it's gonna take off because I got somebody to buy me subs or buy me views or whatever. I'm good. What's up, Lynn? The baby bandana. So and it sucks because like every now that I see them, like I hate the guy. I strongly dislike the guy who is using these accounts to troll us and try to take advantage of us. I have a lot of empathy for the folks that used to own those accounts, and now their name, their accounts, their hard work is being used against them. That sucks. So, but at the very least, like we can take care of ourselves, and look out for each other in our community. I don't know, Calvin. You sound too much like a human in your comments. Thinks he's a bot. Yes, you can. Come on. When I first started YouTube and had like 5 subs, I seen that said want to be friends. I was like, heck yeah, I learned that very quickly. Same here, dude. Same here. So, I just think that like it's incredible what lengths people will go to just to boost their account, and I mean, I don't know if this is like the digital version of like the dude who bought all the hand sanitizers before all this stuff started and got stuck with inventory. I don't know, man. I believe karma is gonna happen to this dude, and what I hope justice will be served on YouTube's end. Good stuff, good stuff, Chernock. I hope it's not a big lawn. That's good, Lynn. I mean, like I think that it's important that we just share and we tell as many people and educate folks as much as possible. I don't like we shouldn't be paranoid about the comments, but just to put people on notice and do the things that you need to do to protect yourself. So. I don't have human friends. I don't have time for robot friends. I love you, Lauren. You're the best. That's so funny. Of course, Colin. I love you guys. So I want to make sure I take care of my family, take care of my coworkers. You guys are the ones that like I bounce ideas off of, that I learn from, that I BS with when I'm trying to procrastinate. So, so we just got to look out for each other. Even even if there are accounts that I might not agree with, the accounts that I think probably deserve to be deleted or have their accounts hacked, even them, I think that, they shouldn't find out this stuff and they should know. What's going on, Steve-O? Let's see. Lynn said she has a question. Go ahead, Lynn. What's up? I love you guys. You guys crack me up. Let's see. Darn Carol Baskin. Oh man. I think, man, if I was like more about it, I would totally like ride that train, just put Tiger King and everything. Dumpster diving Tiger King. Thrifting Tiger King. Just totally ride the wave. Yeah. I'm Joe Exotic's straighter, Asian, more handsome half brother. Yes. So Lynn asked, is it possible for your PayPal to be hacked from your email ID? Yes. I shared earlier that actually happened to me. I was in the middle of purchasing a GameCube. Like, this was last year. And in the midst of it, I don't know how it happened. My email got hacked into, and somebody went through my PayPal and my eBay, and they bought $3,000 golf clubs. So fortunately, like, I caught it in time because the eBay notification came up. I reached out to Google, eBay, and PayPal, and they squashed that real quick. I got my money back. And the poor seller. I'm sure the seller was like, yes, I just scored 3K, and then here comes the schmuck me, like, I'm sorry, dude, I just got my account hacked. I need you to refund my money. So any of you guys who have dealt with like ridiculous claims and returns, like, know that like I am one of those who have reached out to say like, hey, I got taken advantage of, and I'm so sorry that I got your hopes up about your money. Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, just be smart about like how to protect your email, how to protect your account. It should not be like password 1234. Sorry, John DC Picker, for giving your password out, but it should be alphanumeric, a combination of capitalized letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Something easy enough for you to remember, but it's not something that's predictable, that's like related to you. So yeah, Nikki, it's like, and that's what I want to make today about, like, having practiced medicine. I don't like to focus on the problem. Like, these trolls, these commenters, this hacker, they are the problem. They are the disease. And in this case, like, I can't perform surgery to cut them out, but what we can do is be preventative in the meantime. For the people who haven't been infected by them, like, we can take precautionary measures to strengthen the health of our channel, and boost the security of our personal information, our emails, and just safeguard that stuff, because I also know, like, that's probably the last thing that's on most people's minds. They have outsourced it to like Google, YouTube, all these people, and now that like it makes it easier for folks to connect stuff. But my freaking phone just heard me. Like, that's how crazy this stuff is, right? What's up, Greg? Yo, I want, like, what's up, Greg? Let's see. Kat, I've been trying to get her to do jumping jacks. It's not happening, dude. Trying to.
Here, let me join your live stream.
Oh. Uh-oh. We got a special guest.
Hold on.
You're gonna realize how ghetto my like studio is. This is like on a mobile cart. Special guest. Yo, I feel like DC Picker when his sunlight comes on.
Did you say DC Picker?
Yeah. She has been doing the curb walk trick, Brittany. Our neighbors in our apartment complex are like, what the heck is happening?
Oh no.
They're sitting on their
Because it's late.
we don't need it. Whatever.
Okay. Whoa.
It's daytime.
Hi.
All right, so here is my lovely better half. I mean that in every sense of the word. This is Christina. So I don't know what's going on with black jelly beans, but I don't like those. Oh. Yep. All that stuff.
I've been doing everything. I promise you. I'm trying my best to get this baby out.
I've been massaging acupuncture points. Like, all right, like my grandfather practiced Chinese medicine, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that sometimes it's a load up. Like I'm doing like all the acupuncture points that I know I can do acupuncture. I have needles and stuff. I've thought about going needles and just
we did already.
Yeah, and nothing.
You know, the baby will come when the baby comes.
Yeah.
So, you know,
yep.
It doesn't really matter what you do.
Do what harder? Chris wants to know how you're feeling.
I'm good. I mean, it kind of hurts to walk, but I'm just like at that stage where it's just uncomfortable. But I'm doing my best. I'm just hanging in there. We just have like 2 to 4 more weeks or less. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Nana asked, is it a boy? I do not know. We don't know. We left it up to be a surprise. So we're just looking forward to it. No expectations, you know, so.
Yes. Hurts to walk. Oh, I don't think so. First came at 46, and second I did. Oh yeah, I mean, I figured this is my first, so I think that we're gonna probably end up, you know, around maybe 39, 40 or more.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking it's a girl. I've intuitively had this feeling that it's a girl. And last night I had a dream about it being a girl. Well, I've been having girl dreams, but when we were pregnant for the first time, I had felt it was a boy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I know. She feels like it's a girl, and I feel like it's a boy because I'm a jerk and I like to guess the opposite of whatever she's guessing. I don't know, I'm happy either way.
Was it my first? Was broken water 1 week early after Mexican food.
Yo, let's go! I'm telling you,
I've
been craving some good Mexican food. We should have got Mexican food yesterday, Jacob. Yesterday we saw Jacob for the first time. Jacob Midwest Bargains when we met his lovely girlfriend Hannah. So be on the lookout for that video. That's gonna be fun. Jacob hooked me up yesterday, and you people shouldn't say you people, Iowans are very lucky because the whole state is open. Like they do not care. I think this dude was trying to smoke a cigarette inside like the store of a gas station yesterday. That's how wild it was.
Really?
Yeah. When you were in the bathroom, I was like, is he sparking that thing inside? No F's given.
Am I faced or dilated yet? Poop and eating machine.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, that's okay. That's how I am.
So we're having a home birth, and I do my own self-directed prenatal care. So I don't check those things. I know how to. I just personally don't check just because, even if you are, it doesn't really mean anything. So, I
Yeah.
mean, you could be 3 centimeters dilated and then like, boom, you're at 10 centimeters in like a few minutes. So it really, you know, kind of doesn't have a purpose for me.
It was great meeting you too, man. Lauren said Iowa sounds like a party town. You know it's not a party town? Moline, Illinois. That was the first place I asked to meet Jacob, and I so wish that I caught that on camera. Like I was thinking about this in hindsight. I had like Jacob and I are about 4 hours apart. We met 2.5 at like the 2.5 hour mark for the both of us in Moline, Illinois. And it was the hood. I was like, hey, dude, this looks like a good place. I pulled up and there was like a crackhead in the corner, like peddling drugs. I'm like, I don't know if that's it. I'm just assuming. But it did, like, you know, there were bars on windows and stuff. And Jacob was like, let's go someplace else. Good idea, man.
I have been looking into hypno babies, but I mean, I just do circle bloom guided meditations, and I don't know, just trusting my body, really.
Yeah. So definitely trust her gut instinct and not my gut instinct. I mean, she's been fantastic. I mean, fortunately, with the internet, there's been just so much information. And the nice thing is that, you know, I have my experience in trauma medicine. So, I mean, I am basically an overeducated paramedic if it boils down to it. But, you know, I believe in her and like you know, got here somewhere. I like kind of want to sing it, but I'm afraid of getting copyright strike.
Because it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I think all women and moms are power mamas. Is you know, just do your research, and there's like a lot of information out there, like he said, and it's just about like educating yourself, because a lot of the stuff that's out like mainstream in, you know, whatever doctors will tell you are not always evidence based, and not always based in
and
true studies.
And being in medicine too, like you just have to know that like when we're doing research and we're doing studies and stuff like that, and we're publishing a study, it's no different than like publishing a YouTube video. You know, I'm trying to get my own name out there. You know, I make more money discovering something. I make more money saying outlandish things and being able to prove it. So, you know, the thing with some of these medical studies, as a layperson, is that like, you know, don't take them at face value, because oftentimes people are trying to discover stuff. They're not trying to confirm your stuff. Like that part of the scientific process has kind of gone by the wayside. But, you know, like just question things, you know, even like, you know, guys like, you know, celebrity doctors like Sanjay Gupta would say, you know, the initials behind my name is MD, not GOD. So just question stuff, you know, and education to empower yourself, like, is the best way, you know, especially like for women in the medical system. I don't have to tell you, ladies, like you're kind of like the forgotten group. All the things that we know about women in the past has been discovered by men, assuming things for women. So, and even some of the medical providers that I've met who are women, you know, kind of jump on that bandwagon. So I'm all about like just empower yourself, learn, you know, trust your body. You know, you have to learn how to get in tune with it, but
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Honestly, like we just like but the past last June, I almost lost my life basically because I had an ectopic pregnancy. So back in June, the same day like we found out we were pregnant was the same day we found out like the pregnancy had to be terminated, and it was a really bad experience. I mean, I've known that I've always wanted to have like an unassisted free birth, like for any of the kids that I was gonna have, but in that moment, like I didn't really have a choice, and so I was at the hospital in like a lot of pain, and I don't know, my OB was terrible.
Yeah.
Like the same day, like I mean, I was told that my baby wouldn't make it, and they told us to go to the hospital the doctor the next day, and like in the same conversation, in the same sentence that she was telling me that I needed to get chemotherapy shots to terminate my pregnancy, she was like smirking almost. It was like nothing to her.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're like crying and like emotional, and then I was in between like changing insurance providers, and she was like, I mean, I was I had insurance with like my dad, and was switching to insurance with like my work, and so I was paying out of pocket. And my OB in that like same conversation, like right after she told us that we had to terminate the pregnancy, she's like, "How are you gonna have a baby anyways if you don't have insurance?"
Hmm.
And I was just like mortified,
Yeah.
and I felt like a lot of the stuff that was on our paperwork was like, like they were lying about some stuff about it being like a cyst, and I don't know, it was like all kinds
Yeah.
of messed up.
And I gave the doctor an ear lashing. Like, look, I'm a provider too. Like, today is just another day for you. Today is like the worst day of my life. So, like, you need to have some empathy. Like, I hope that if you're on the table and somebody's treating you and you have to surrender control of your body and all of your decision making to a complete stranger, like, you hope that they show you more empathy than you're showing me today. Like, even the nurse who came in, right? And this is why I love nurses, and you guys should love your nurses. Kat, talking to you, like, like the nurse came in and gave Christina a hug, like gave us a few moments. She gave us her condolences. Like it sucked that like, the support and the empathy we needed wasn't from the person that we needed it from. So it's tough. Like, so Lauren, I'm sorry for what you had to go through. I totally understand, like it was definitely tough. And, it's kind of like what I said before, as a provider, like I'm trying not to focus on the disease, the problem. I want to focus on solutions, So, we were able to kind of take that experience, mourn our loss, accept it, and let it go the best that we can, and then empower ourselves with educating ourselves, finding a different way to basically achieve the same result and just have a happy and healthy baby, because like we just had a terrible experience. And look, and I'm a medical provider. Like I had, based on my training, like I should have every reason to say like, no, let's stick to the medical system. Let's do this. And this is one of the times where I feel like it's just not a fit for me. So
Yeah, I mean, after that whole experience, I took 3 months off,
mhm,
and I just mourned and tried to heal. And after those 3 months, then I just focused on like meditation and learning to let go and accepting it. And
yeah,
we conceived right away the first time. So, and I was determined for a different experience. So I did a lot of research and educating myself. And it's kind of why I decided to go the path that I have on this journey, is like, no medical professionals, just self-directed prenatal care I do myself. And we plan to just birth this baby at home
yeah,
as naturally as possible, and just,
yeah.
yeah,
Look, I mean, like I've had cancer twice, and I've had to go through the same thing where I left my body. I was out of control. Like I had to let providers like dictate my care, and I had to like take it upon myself. Like I could pray all I wanted to, but God was not coming. I could I could cry all I wanted to, but the doctors did not care. Like they did not care that like I was suffering. They just wanted like the disease gone. So, like I took it upon myself even as a young man, like going through two bouts of cancer to, change the way that I ate, change the way that like, I took care of my body so that, that I wouldn't be at risk. So I would hang around a little longer. So I think, I think if we were able to empower more women about their bodies through education and give them know-how, like the best way, like was it Bill Nye? Bill Nye said the best way for population control to improve the economy is nothing more than educating women. If you educate women, they're going to contribute to society by having the higher paying jobs, being part of the skilled workforce, and then and moving up the chain. Despite what you feel in terms of the pay gap, educating them, allowing them to go into the workforce, also causes them to start families later in life because they're hitting those milestones. So educate your women. Educate your women and girls, like I hope I have a little girl so like I can teach them science and math and stuff. Like I'm such a dork.
It reminds me of that one YouTube video about the mushroom hunters, how like women were like the original scientists, where men went out to hunt and women were the original scientists who like studied the mushrooms and were the gatherers and connected with earth.
Yeah, I mean, I love like the African culture towards women. Like in there's a saying in was it Tosa? Like I think that's a language. There's a saying in Tosa, like to strike a woman is to like strike a rock. Like that's how strong they believe their women are. Like I look at my mom, man. Like my mom hustled anytime she did. Like she figured it out. She came to this country. She learned English. She got her citizenship. She got a job. She worked at a bank. She held it down. Like. And she came here in like her 20s. Like my dad doesn't even know English like that, so it's crazy. What's going on, Becky? What's going on, Justin? Appreciate you guys joining. So, or we can have a boy who threw rocks and it will still be amazing.
Yeah, that would be his child.
I see videos of like the videos that you send me of Dalton, and I'm like, oh no, that was me. Oh no.
I was the calm one that like organized my blocks in order.
It's totally gonna be my fault if they're rowdy because I'm totally gonna wrestle. Like,
oh no!
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Yeah.
And your car. Oh man.
Yeah. Hey, you know what though? You put a baseball in his hands, he might be a retirement plan for you in the future. I'm just saying. I mean, sports have got to come back eventually, right? Like, just I would put a ball in his hand, give him a target, and he'll be good to go. Before you know it, he's going to be on ESPN highlights.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I started my YouTube channel. I'm not super consistent about it. It's honestly going to be more of like my diary or journal through like the rest of my pregnancy and through motherhood. And it's kind of like, it'll be like our vlog channel. So I don't really know exactly how I want, like where I want to go with it besides that. So it might not be as consistent as we are on Dapper Tiger. But if you want to kind of see like what we're up to or my journey through motherhood and updates on our home birth and stuff like that, because I'll be talking about like the supplies that I have for our home birth and how we're going to set up this space. So, I mean, it'll be in a couple weeks, hopefully. So we're still like kind of decorating and getting things ready.
Yeah.
It's just my name, Christina Tolentino.
You have a wrench. You want to add like?
Sure, I guess.
What's going on, James? How are you doing, buddy?
But I got a was it music? I got music. I got music on my channel, and I was like, I didn't know it wasn't Logan, So I saw it, and I was like, oh look, wait. But I was like, hey, I had just uploaded this video, and why do I have a comment on it? I'm like, it hasn't even been up for like a minute. And I was like, oh, look, I got a comment. And no.
She like told me, she's like, babe, look. I was like, it's a bot. Totally,
But I reported it right away.
Yeah, totally deflated her sales.
Yeah, I wanted to go back to that since we're kind of like off topic now.
That's gonna be awesome. Shattered poop. So anybody who's like coming in a little late, like the original topic of the conversation was all these bots that are leaving comments on your YouTube channel. Do not mess with them. It actually goes back to one primary account who is basically, if you subscribe or engage with that account, they have a way to hack your account, steal your account, and then convert your account into one of the many bots that they have to boost their channel. So the best way to protect yourself and fortify your channel is to report them if you see them. Don't engage with them whatsoever. Don't try to subscribe. Change your password. Add a two-step authentication through your YouTube studio so that anytime anybody who's trying to sign into your YouTube without your permission, even if it's you, your phone will let you know, your Google account will let you know and ask you to review the activity. So, and it will tell you where's the activity coming from. So like I'm here in Illinois, like when I signed up for StreamYard and linked it to my YouTube, like that, it told me exactly where the access to the video was coming from. So
Your channel disappeared? I didn't know Tracy's channel disappeared.
Your channel disappeared, Tracy?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about like what that guy was doing. So
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he was just it's just so creepy. Like even if you subscribe, you comment, he just like hacks your account and then uses it on his own like channel. And it's like not Logan, it's a different, do you remember what it was called? It was like a totally different YouTube channel that it, like if you click on Logan, it would redirect to like a different channel.
Yeah.
And it was making like gaming videos and like just some like he was like it would be like a gaming stream and he would be talking about like how to grow your channel. Like, oh, if you follow these tips, like you can grow your channel just as fast as I grew my channel. And then he gives like super, super vague information and he doesn't even follow his own advice. And so people were like thinking, it just makes it look legitimate, but it's not. And then you could see all in his comments is all these like people like nice, hi. And it's like, those are legit people's accounts that he just hacks.
Yeah.
And so it was super creepy to me this morning. I was like, it's like a graveyard for YouTube channels.
Yeah.
On these comments. It
Yeah.
freaks me out.
Yeah. Like I said, you hear people like begging for their channels back on there. So you just gotta be careful with interacting with these folks and protecting your channel because he's already gotten a bunch of people and it seems like it's targeting anybody under 100,000. So unless you're a Craigslist hunter or Cincinnati picker, you're at risk too. So I just wouldn't take it lightly. If you're gonna spend time to look up how to hack the algorithm, how to optimize your channel so it's searchable, like protect it,
Yeah, I would report and block and then just don't even comment on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even leave it up there for anyone else to comment on it and put other people at risk. So I would just, if you see those comments, just take them off and report them.
Yeah.
Also, you want to change your password and use Google Authentication, like the two-step authentication, not just your phone's not just the phone authentication. Because if you're only using the phone authentication, you can still get hacked.
Yeah. And like I made sure that I took all the steps necessary to protect my account. So like I'm putting my account on the line right now, sharing this, and I don't really care because I only have 11 videos. I'll build it back up again. It's not a big deal. But like the person that I got it from, Evans111, who is one of the first people to kind of investigate this. He dropped a video on the 13th. I'm going to put his video in the link in the description below when I repost this. He had his account hacked into just by sharing the info. And he announced it on his Twitter, this morning or yesterday?
Yeah, I think
Basically,
within the past couple of days.
Yeah, so he dropped it on the 13th, and it got hacked so quickly. And he doesn't have a small channel, you know.
Mm-mm.
He had 10,000 subs. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
could be making the number up,
but you don't even want to comment on his stuff.
Mhm.
I wouldn't even comment or like any of his stuff. I would just watch the video. You want more information. It was very, very thorough.
Yeah.
And it goes more in depth of like what these people are doing and how they're doing it. But I wouldn't comment or subscribe to that account because I know that it's been hacked. He said so on his Twitter.
Yeah.
So he said, if you're really interested, you can follow him on Twitter and kind of wait for his updates. But I wouldn't do anything on his actual YouTube account.
Yeah. That's smart, Callie. So look, I mean, it even happened to Tracy. So we're not immune to it. Doesn't really matter how long you've been on, how savvy you are with, your channels and whatever these dudes are very sophisticated in what they know. They're sophisticated enough that YouTube can't do anything about it, right? Somehow or other, he's hijacked, let's not even say 100,000, 50,000 accounts got hacked into. Nobody's saying anything. I guarantee you, if there were social security numbers tied to it, we would be speaking up, and there's how many users on YouTube. So I obviously don't have a big base, I'm growing my account too. So, the few people that do follow me and do like my content, I hope you guys can take this information. I hope you can share, disseminate it, tell the folks. And like I said earlier, there are accounts that I do not like. I do not like the way that they run things. I do not like the philosophy on how they treat their subscribers, their YouTube family. I don't like channels that pimp out their subscribers. I do not. You can just I'm going to tell you that right now. If you sell something to me that I can find for free on the internet, I probably don't like you. I'm sorry. I don't. I will be friendly with you. I don't hate you. I just very much disagree with the way that you run things in your house. That's not how I'm going to run things in mine. I'm not going to feud with you, but peace. There are plenty of wonderful, nice people on here who have been kind and supportive, and I'd rather be supportive of them, and with that said, join my Patreon. Yo, Tommy, I don't think they give you enough characters in one one comment to list everybody. So just even those guys, as much as I don't like them, I still understand how much work it got put into making their channels, however they got their views and subscribers, however they choose to treat those people, even if they shouldn't be subjected to that stuff. I think a better punishment is their subscribers drop off, their view counts drop off, and maybe through reviews, and people sharing their experiences, we kind of uncovered some of these things. So yeah, I know. Dude, I only have 95. Oh, I think this live stream will probably get me to 100 view hours. So I could just start doing the Joey Bada Bing theory and run a 24-hour live stream and just let y'all post all the channels that you don't really care for.
Just have a scrolling list,
and then
do not follow.
Let's say it just started at the 1 hour mark, right? So anybody, I'll just timestamp the 1 hour mark, and then you guys can just start going through the comments and just seeing who that you probably should be avoiding enough. No, I don't want to put anybody on blast. You guys, I believe in you guys, to have enough sense. to just weed out, besides the comments, also like the fake gurus out there, you know, the people who are just, I save your money to source, to, you know, have enough for your family. There's enough going on right now with income being questionable for like a lot of people out there. I will not be buying a buyer's list. I will not, like, the most I ever spent on a YouTube person is maybe like RVA flips, because I wanted a gummy bear next to my name because I'm a child. So
Well, you got the cool like the knife box cutter.
oh yeah, and I got the box cutter from Lonnie. So like I want to support guys that way, right? Like you know, by helping them out. Like I want to support Reagan by buying a mug over at Commonwealth. Like I totally, like, I think that's a beautiful way, you know, to conduct yourself. Like, I have something to offer. I'm not gonna push it on you. If you would like to buy it, like, that's great. So oh yeah, Nana. You're just looking. I think you're safe. Like, you don't go looking for it. But there are some accounts, um, you know, rhymes with the name Phonafied, bustlers, and as soon as you click in, it's all like, this is one buyer's guide. This is another buyer's guide. This is another buyer's guide, and you just like pay. Dude's smart. He's selling digital content. Like, no doubt, good for you hustling, but. Just boom, 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 like just one after the other. I'm like, dude, good for you. Like, what's that?
So how can YouTube flag a video that mentions one word but cannot stop this kind of hacking? Well, the issue is they're using people's actual accounts. So they're taking their accounts and they're keeping their videos on there, but they no longer have access to that account anymore. So it appears as it's, you know, just a normal functioning account.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're just converting their accounts into bots and then commenting on their own videos using those accounts to boost themselves up. And then, you know, the videos that they're making they look like they're real, like legit videos, where it's like, you know, a gamer stream and they're just like talking and being like, I can help you guys get to this many views and all you got to do is this. And it's like really nothing. Like isn't really any information. It just seems like it's legit.
Yeah.
So that's how they avoid getting caught, is because they're just using functioning accounts, but the people who own those accounts cannot get in anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, Time Share, it doesn't cost that much to go and hire somebody from the Philippines, you know, paying pennies to dollars. I mean, that's where a lot of VAs are from. A lot of people tell you, like, when is it time to hire a VA for your store? Like, here's a link to the Philippines. Like, at first, you know, when I was like looking at all these comments, I was like, oh yeah, it's helping my metrics. Now I'm like, nah. I'm just gonna report them. Hope that
it's a trap.
YouTube deletes them and avoid a trap. Exactly. So,
yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, we gotta realize that YouTube is a privately held company, right? It's no different than me going into somebody's house and behave, you know, conducting myself in a way that like the owner of the house does not like and kicking my butt out. I might not agree with it, but like, you know, if like, unfortunately, they kind of hold the power, and you know, it's just important for us, if we're going to play their game, to also know where our boundaries and our rules are. And you know, I think like with any game, there are just shady ways to play it and there are good ways to play it, and you can win doing either way. Like obviously, like the organic way is going to be a little harder, a little bit more arduous, but like I don't know if I want empty followers. I don't know. It's like, it feels lonely.
It's like people who are on Instagram and they like pay for their followers, but it's like a lot more scummy.
I'd rather just buy myself flowers on Valentine's Day.
I do that.
And just make up a message. I love you, Buttercup. I love you, Buttercup. What's going on, Scooter? Scooter Renee. Exactly. You know, like, I mean, there's just something to be said. Like, I get it. Like, you know, some people don't want to, they just want to get to the destination. They don't want to enjoy the journey. But yeah, I don't know. There's something more rewarding to know that, like, I earned those 100 views. I earned all those subs. I earned all those likes. I didn't have to pay for it. Like, and it sucks that, and then when I look at it, like, oh, it sucks that somebody feels that they don't believe in themselves that much that they have to go buy them. Like, they don't, like, I believe in myself. And I feel like if you have to do this YouTube stuff, you have to just believe in yourself unapologetically, maybe delusionally optimistic, however you want to frame it. But I don't know. There's just, like, I earned everything in my life. Nobody gave me anything, and I have all the excuses, you know. English is my second language. My parents are immigrants. I don't have any connections. My skin's not white. Like, I have all those. It never stopped me. Like, even when the doctor who's like, at 8, okay, a doctor told me that I was going to die within a few months. And guess what? Then I had to translate that to my parents. And, like, the F-bomb was my first word, and that was that I learned in English. And I really wish I had the guts to drop it that day. And I was just like, F you. I would not believe it. So it's like, I don't know. Because, like, I don't know. I just want, like, I believe in myself. There's no way that's how things end, right? Like, and I feel like it's, and that blind belief is just like, you just gotta keep pushing forward. I mean, all the people who are out there who are charging for that guru message, you know, that was just like $500 weekend resort trip. Like, write all of your insecurities on a plank of wood and chop it and break through your insecurities. Like, yo, that was $500 right there. You're welcome.
Like Tony Robbins.
Yeah. I don't need to, like, get you in there with some, like, EDM music, fist pumping, hurrah, hurrah, with a light show. Like, I don't need to jack you guys up to know that. Like, just believe in yourself. Nobody else is going to believe in you until you do. Nobody's going to love you until you love yourself. So you just got to keep pushing forward. Put it out there, work hard. People are going to notice. It might not happen as fast as you want it to. Just sit back, enjoy it. Like, nobody gets on a roller coaster. Well, maybe they are, but, like, the people who get on a roller coaster who are looking forward to ending, like, I don't know, why did you get on that roller coaster in the first place? Like, what? Like, maybe you were trying to impress a girl. I don't know.
Walk across the goals and jump to my music. Yeah.
And I, you know, like, right, Callie proves, you know, has a good point. There are some folks, and I know this hasn't happened to me yet, but I know the bigger channels, whether you're selling a lot or you have more subscribers, I'm sure people are asking, how are you doing it? How are you doing this? How are you doing that? Well, I already made a video about that. Yeah, but, like, how are you doing that? And they want to be handheld. I don't believe in spoon feeding people. If you're coming to my channel, like, I assume that you have some baseline level, like, sense. Because I believe in you. It's not, I'm looking down on people. If you found your way to my channel and we have a relationship, like, you're an intelligent human being. But if you don't want to, and you want to be spoon fed and handheld, those channels are there for you. And, like, maybe that's how you need to learn your lesson, that, like, you need to get scammed once to wake up. I don't know. But I can't, you know, I have empathy for them, but I can't get caught up in that. Like, and I'm not going to sit there and, you know, bash people. Like, I'm trying to run my own show. So, yeah, crazy how many people in the community do it and pretend to have subscribers. I know, it's just a number, man. It's just a number at the end of the day. Exactly. Just be yourself, be real. You know, like, I think it's like a numbers game, right? Like, with time, you can't keep up an act forever. I don't think. You let it slip. You know, especially, like, the folks who who produce YouTube content, and they're able to maintain some like that hype, that super high energy, but then like they get on a live and they're like, depending on the mood of the day, which direction the wind is blowing, you might get a different version of that person. So I get it. Everybody has their highs and lows in that day. But when I watch a YouTuber like that, I'm like, are you faking it? Like, is that really you? Are you faking it? Are you just trying to pump yourself up because of, I don't know, camera shyness or lack of belief in yourself, whatever it is? But yeah, you gotta be honest. Like, you can only fake it till you make it for so long.
Yeah, but there's also like people who are more comfortable like with scripts.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's another perspective. Is like some people are more comfortable with, you know, using a script and filming a video than they are doing a live stream and just kind of like winging it.
And I'm definitely one of those folks who, like, when I'm filming a video, you know, full disclosure, when I first started out, I needed a script. I was very camera shy. I still am camera shy. I still need to plan that out, you know, what I'm going to say. But if you're watching my natural progression, I'm hoping that you're seeing from video one, I'm a stuttering mess. I'm not paying attention to the camera. I'm not looking at the camera. My camera work sucks. To now, you know, I'm getting more sophisticated with my camera work, my editing, the way that I conduct myself in front of a camera. You know, so I you know, like even Nana, right? Like Nana Tank is a boss. If you guys are not following Nana Tank, do it. Because like
awesome.
she's grinding in and out. Every video I'm seeing her constantly improving. Like I don't want this to be ageist, but like for someone who isn't in the millennial category, who's constantly progressing herself, who's trying to improve with every video, she's actively learning and asking questions. Like
she's in that live stream.
Yo, she is my hero. Like out of all like the YouTubers that I follow, like I'm watching her grow has been a delight. Like she is a boss. No, I know I don't have to, but it's like, you know, I don't know.
We were talking about you yesterday.
Real recognize real, you know what I mean?
Because we were driving to Iowa, listening to the live stream you guys were in. It was like the TubeBuddy. Was it a TubeBuddy live stream? And we saw that you were in there like asking questions and participating. It's awesome.
Yeah, I was like on my way out to go see Jacob, Midwest Bargains, and like I was like, babe, guess who's in here with us? It's Nana, and she's like asking Nick Nimmons questions and stuff, and like she's interacting with that community, like 200 people, like people are talking to her. I was like, you go, girl.
She's a boss.
Yeah. Let me get that. Lance, totally true, man. And it's funny because like we're the opposite. I guess maybe just being exposed to new people all the time, practicing. Like as a doctor, I meet a new patient, I have to earn your trust within 5 minutes, right? Like, or less. So I can cut through all the BS and actually get to what's bothering you. But if you don't trust me and you're not going to tell me how you're feeling, or you feel like I'm going to judge you for telling me stuff, we're not going to get anywhere. But you put me in front of a camera, it's like I forgot words. It's like, you know, it's like a part of my brain just like short circuit. But so it happens.
Yeah, I always tell him, I'm like, man, if only like once you get to that place where you're just like completely like used to it, and you can really show like the personality that I see like every day, just like goofy and like just natural. Like I feel like his YouTube would just take off.
Yeah. I mean, you think of like the Joey Bada Bings, right? Why does everybody love him? Because he doesn't have that camera shyness, because that is his natural energy, like all the time, you know. And that's what I hope to see from you guys, you know, like Renee's saying. You just gotta keep doing better each time. So, is this
Andy?
Yo, Andy's videos are so fire.
Yeah, he showed me. Was it his first video? That he showed? Oh man, I was just like, I need to know how to edit like that. It like inspired me to like edit the last video that we just did. was it the Rolo printer video?
Yeah.
The tips and tricks for Rolo printing on Mercari. I mean, I watched Andy's video and I was like, I need to do something better with this video.
Yeah.
And so I was like determined, I'm gonna learn Final Cut Pro. I'm gonna learn how to do some like B-roll stuff and picture-in-picture work. And I was like, I gotta get on his level.
I mean, like all you guys inspire me in one way or another, you know, whether it's like Nana, you know, reminding me to constantly, you know, I love where I am, but you know, you embody the Japanese philosophy of Kaizen. Love yourself now, but tomorrow do better. You know, and like Andy pushes pushes my video editing levels to a different level. You know, and I'm actively going on these videography, video editing pages. It's all free for people to look up and learning how to film, learning how to edit better so that I can provide a positive experience for people, you know? Or like watching like Pat and the Lonnies and the part-time pickers, like, you know, what kind of things should I look out for? How should I run my store to be successful? You know, or even just like Tommy and Tracy, like how can I conduct myself in an interview to do a little bit better when I'm, you know, when I have somebody there. Because I think you guys have a great dynamic, and like Tommy's got the gift of the gab, so he can kind of go anywhere. Yeah, like out of all those guys, like I actually found D Niman first, like a couple years back, because I was on the fence of starting a YouTube channel. Anybody who's like has a limiting belief of I don't have a GoPro, I don't have a fancy DSLR camera, I just have a smartphone, watch D Niman. He will show you soups and nuts how to build, grow, start a channel from your phone only. Shows you how to make thumbnails, shows you how to film, like how to hold your camera and you utilize it as, you know, as like any other GoPro or a functional camera. Like the camera on my Google Pixel 3 is like 1,000 times better than my GoPro. If I could have the compactness of a GoPro in my Google phone, game over. Like I wish Google using that camera technology would make an action camera, because I don't know if anybody who's got a GoPro right now, like you'll find out, like
Boo.
it's from the very first GoPro, they still have not fixed like the glitchiness. So when my smartphone can do a little bit better than like a GoPro, that's when I'm like, okay. So we were, up until our last video, we were using iMovie. You know, we
started with Sony Vegas.
Oh, we tried to use Sony Vegas, and it was like
the computer was too slow.
Yeah,
the PC.
It kind of pooped the bed.
So then we have my Mac, and we started with iMovie.
Mm-hmm. And basically with iMovie, you know, we familiarized ourselves. We kind of got down the basics of editing. You know, I want it to be like Star Wars 4, 5, and 6, meaning that, you know, 4, 5, and 6 Star Wars are legendary compared to like 1, 2, and 3 and 7, 8, 9. Like when people think of Star Wars, that's pretty much what they go back to. Why? Their story is fantastic. Their special effects are doo-doo compared to what we have now. Their graphics stink, but like their music's on point. Shout out to John Williams. But like, why are they evergreen? Why, out of all the things that have come out, all the movies that come out now with our technological advances, why are those three the best? All right. And that's what I wanted to ask, because they tell a compelling story. The content in there is good. So in my mind, like I could go and get a Ferrari, but let me get down the basics of driving first and make sure that like I kind of know what I'm doing before I jump into a high power machine. So then we basically just signed up for Final Cut Pro trial,
which I like. I feel like there's a lot more I can do with it. Mm-hmm. It's because the thing I didn't like about iMovie is you can't stack like so many like tracks of video and audio, whereas in Final Cut Pro you can put like multiple things on top of each other, like green screens and picture-in-picture things. So it was a little bit restricting in iMovie, and then the transitions, it's harder to adjust.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it was like basically like driving, I don't know, a Chevy Nova versus like, I don't know, a Hellcat.
Oh, and then what was the other thing? Color
Grading.
color finale.
Yeah.
So I'm like learning how to use color finale in Final Cut Pro to color grade the videos, which is significantly like it makes a huge difference when you color grade. Because I mean, you just compare it, and the original video we shoot looks so grayed out, like so unsaturated.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, Tommy. Like I get it that like some people don't want fluff either. I was an educator. Like, do you know how boring it is to try and teach the endocrine system to people, right? And so as an educator, like I have to understand what are people's ways of learning. Some people learn hands-on, some people are visual. Some people can just hear it once and they'll remember it. How can I package that information into something more entertaining, something that sticks, something that like when you walk away from the video, you really learned it, right? Like if you teaching cross country, like you're paying $1,000 per course that I'm sitting in. I'm committing 48 hours of my time, like an entire weekend, to teach these people. Great, I'm getting $1,000 from 30 heads, right? So, but like I want them to get their money's worth, and if I'm teaching complex things, like I want to make sure they're walking away with something, because like when it comes back to it, it's like I watched this person, they gave me entertaining information, valuetainment. As much as resellers are basic, I don't think millennials like that stuff. I think they want to be more entertained. Like, even if we can jazz up like a what sold video, like I love you guys, but what sold videos sometimes are rough. Like,
yeah, I am not a reseller.
Yeah.
So I help him with his videos and I edit them for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to watch reselling videos. Yeah. So if I want to watch a video, and if I watch a video, it probably means I'm being entertained.
Yeah.
For reasons outside of just reselling. So I don't know. I try to bring in a different perspective.
Yeah.
And I still think you can get straight to the point and, not have all the like extra information that is like super off topic.
Yeah. And I totally am in agreement with like, I don't want to waste people's time either. So if I'm going to do like a fancy B-roll of the Rolo, like I'm keeping under 15 seconds. I think people reaching into a bag to grab the next item to show what's sold takes longer than my fancy 15-second video.
Plus, like if you the more you edit, the more you cut out all that like rough, like the rummaging and the just extra walking and the just yeah. I think it's worth it to just like cut it down.
And that, and I think kind of Tommy brings back, that's like my demographic. Like I'm trying to target younger folks, because that's my age bracket, like 30, 30 and under, 35 and under. So, I want to like, since I've started my channel, I've had a couple of friends, like one dude who was going through a divorce, and his money is tied up and he's just trying to figure out how to, get a little extra cash. And I was able to help him out. It like made me feel good. That was after one video. Like 2 videos later, another friend reaches out and asks me how to use Macari. So it's like, okay, like I'm careful to take advice from them too, because they're my friends. So if they tell me they like it, I know they also have like this obligation to tell me. But at the end of the day, like I think, what would I enjoy watching? How can I teach, but also lift somebody's spirits? Like, I don't think I had ADHD as a kid. I just think I had really crappy teachers. Maybe that's it. Like everybody talks about no recess, but like maybe the teachers just stink. There's nothing wrong. It's just like you look at the demographics of who wants to use it. Like look at like who Macari targets, right? So, and the things that I'm selling too, I think will like appeal to all like video games and toys, but I gotta be real. Like if you're older, right, like you're probably not gonna care about video games or the crazy video games that like I want, but that I'm selling and I care about. But at the same time, like, right, how does Tim effectively take something as like mundane, as boring to me as glass and can take us to school? Like he holds people, like people want to learn from him. He made glass sexy. How? Right? Like what, like how does somebody like Peter McKinnon take a video about brewing coffee, something so simple, and make that like just sexy? Like I want to go brew a cup of coffee now. I watched Tim's video. I got a black light. Like the next day, I started shining everything, and it sucked because it was right before St. Patty's Day weekend. So all the stuff, all the green stuff was out. So I'm just looking like a goober, flashing everything. But he made me do that. His videos were entertaining and educational enough, and inspired me to do that. And I know there are a bunch of you guys who did it too, right? Same thing with Rev and the cards and Kat with the jewelry. Like it inspired us to go look at these things. So absolutely, you know, like, and that's the thing. I found a woman, oh, the Great Depression lady.
Oh, I love her, Clara.
Clara. She just does a channel on Great Depression recipes. They're not that fancy in editing. They're cut, and she has some difficulty with some words, but her,
How
it's
to make
just
lentils and rice or something.
yeah, it's something basic like how to do a baked apple. What? And she's got like 1 million views.
Oh no, the best one was when she did Italian ice.
Yeah.
And it's literally like sugar water, and then she just adds like lemon to it, and then she just puts it in the freezer and she keeps mixing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I watching this right now? Like this is so interesting.
From start to finish. So it's like that, those kind of videos inspire me because I love the YouTubers or the resellers who do YouTube, but sometimes I feel like we get into our own bubble copying. Like, you watch the bigger channels, the Garage Flips and Cincinnati Pickers and the Part-Time Pickers, and you can see from the smaller channels how each of us emulate the bigger channels, right? But then when I see Matt adding music to his stuff and speeding through some of his hauls, I already know Matt has in his mind he needs to up his game. If he wants to elevate it, he wants to up his game. Even Pete recognizes that if he doesn't capitalize on some of the timing, like with his 2 dumpster diving videos, he missed a train. And it's the difference of having, in his mind, 1 million subscribers and millions of views versus just hundreds of thousands. Like I know for all of us under 1,000, like I would like 100,000 subs and 100,000 views. That sounds great. That sounds very rewarding for all the work that I put into it. But I think Eddie Murphy said it in Coming to America. It is tradition that things do and consistently change with time. So I mean, we look back at just in my studying, right? I consumed a study. Just in my time looking back at some of like the YouTube awards from 7 years ago.
With Niga Higa?
Yeah. And it was
Internet Icon.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like looking at the videos that they're judging, and it's like home videos, obviously. And I mean, it's low quality, like video quality is not that great, but man, the content, like the humor, the personality is what kept people watching. Like I like that one muffins video I was trying to show you. Yeah. Or the shoes.
That was a
big one, and that was a huge one, and it was like so cheesy.
Yeah. Hey Johnny, what's going on, man? Anyways, we kind of went on a super duper big tangent.
I know. I think Emily wanted to know what actually happened with the YouTube comments. Like I was looking up there, and Emily popped in, Emily Conway. And she's like, I want to know what happened to the YouTube comments. I'm like, we're so off topic.
Yeah, now. So sorry. All right, I couldn't find the comment. But basically, anybody who is joining in, this is the third time I will recap. I will probably edit this. Like I remember where we were talking about stuff. Anyways, if you are seeing some of these YouTube comments, these bots, the Toms, the Tims, the musics, and they're leaving you those comments, do not engage, do not go to their channel, don't like, don't subscribe, don't comment on any of their stuff. You leave yourself open to getting hacked. And then once they hack you, you lose access to your account. They take over, and now they have converted you into a
commenter on your video.
They have converted your account into a bot, and basically took advantage of all your hard work. So the way that you can protect yourself and fortify your account, change your password, report this guy, and also add a 2-step authentication to your YouTube studio. So when you go in, I just got an update yesterday. I saw Sunny posted an error on his mobile YouTube studio act, and I figured that's why, is they're forcing us to go into our computers and activate a 2-step authentication. So go ahead and do that. Just protect yourself, safeguard your work, so. Denise, take care. Have a good nap. I'm jealous.
Yeah, he loves his naps during the day.
No comment. No, yeah. So Emily, they had left me alone for a while. They stopped posting after video 6 or 7. They kind of left me alone. And then the last week, I've been just going to cats videos, OBS pickers, and I've been trolling them. There's a one-legged duck swim in circles. There's a hot dog, a sandwich. Does a straw have 2 holes or 1? Right? I was having a blast. And then they came at me in my last video and dropped 3 comments. So what do? Engage like an idiot. And then of course I see it this morning, watch a video this morning talking about this, where a YouTuber had investigated all these comments, sourced it back to one channel called Trippy B or Trip B, who is using these bots, these hacked accounts to boost their channel. I'm not sure what they're trying to sell just yet, but when you got a lousy thumbnail that says please subscribe with blurred out images in the back, and then you have 100,000 something views overnight, incredible, right? I'm not sure why YouTube isn't on top of that, but I feel like if we make some noise as a community and even just sharing, some of those bigger accounts who I don't agree with, and just let them get the word out, so YouTube can, protect us. Because if you've created content for a while now, I'm sure you guys know, YouTube does not give a crap about the smaller channels, right? Jimmy Fallon can say the C word, all he wants, and nothing is going to happen to them. If I say it once, I'll probably see something happen. So all good. Yeah, we're creeping up at 100. We're creeping up in an hour and a half, so we should probably get going too. But
yeah,
I just get fired up, Callie. I got superpower lungs. Let's see, where did bot go come from?
Robot. That's where bot comes from. Yeah, breathe.
I am breathing. I just have good lung power. Y'all are weak.
Yeah, that's true. Probably better than mine. Mine's being squished by a human.
Hashtag I went to band camp. Where'd my water be at? Oh, it's over here. Anyways, let's see. Does anybody else have burning stuff? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys coming out.
It's nice to meet you guys and see you kind of face to screen.
This is my first live stream ever, so you guys really made me feel good. Hopefully there are not bots in there.
I'm a bot.
That's it. Let's see. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that they're changing their names. They're actually taking over people's accounts and using their accounts as a bot, which is really, it's even more messed up than changing names and making bots. They're actually using real people's accounts and making them into bots, which is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like I said earlier, you can look at I mean, I wouldn't, but in the video that we're gonna link that kind of explains this whole situation, in the comments on this Logan person's videos, you'll see all of these accounts that are nice, hi on the comments, And those are all people's accounts.
Yeah.
So it's like a graveyard.
Yeah.
For people.
Creepy.
It's creepy and sad.
And I know Tommy has said this before. I've seen him say it in chats and stuff. And this is true. Anybody who has not watched the Tommy Bernard show, it is basically the Reseller Howard Stern show. Anything goes. If you guys are up on Thursdays and Sunday nights, they have a late night show. Sometimes they interview other resellers. Sometimes it's just them just rapping about a topic. And it's no holds bar, you know, and you never know what you're going to see. Sometimes you have somebody random come on and like, no, they're just like, I don't know. They're packing suits in thank you bags and or taking you for strolls along Long Island in the middle of the night. I don't know.
Like, what's the topic?
I think the topic is fluid. It's a fluid topic.
I feel like that's what happened with this live stream, though.
Yeah.
We kind of like came back and then left and then came back.
Yeah. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for donating some of your Sunday to us.
Is it Temptations? I have some.
I love Temptations, yo. I even got Christina joking about Temptations.
Yeah, and it's funny. I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even really a reseller. I'm not part of the community, but like,
yeah,
I know all the jokes because he tells me them.
Thank you, Jennifer. Anyways, I love you guys. Stay safe, protect your accounts, and until the next video, peace.
Peace.
Here's where we awkwardly wait for the broadcast to end.